on Zoom, what do you have? Okay. Version, wow, it's quite mixed. Some of you have seen version 2, some of you have seen version 1. Okay. Okay. Wait, version 1. Okay. 1. Most of you have seen 1. Thank you. So where did version 2 come from? You know, this question was from 2021 A levels. Okay. 2021. Not so long ago, right? But that was before your R1, R2, E1, E2 came out. So if I look at the different schools attempt to answer this question, okay, this is NJ. Okay, so in the NJ answers, they use this one, which is version 2. Okay. Yet, if I look at another school like in EJ, oh, I answer so nice. MC pricing, they use this one. Oh, different versions. How? Let me explain why we have 2 different versions and why both are okay. But thank you for the responses. Version 2 is a natural monopoly diagram. Can you tell me what you know from the term natural monopoly? Other than it's natural to have a monopoly. Even if you say that, why is it natural to have a monopoly? What are some features? Huh? Why is it natural to have very high barriers to entry? To be very specific, it is very high setup costs. Very high setup costs. When you have very high setup costs, the more you produce, the more you spread out the cost, right? So very extensive internal EOS. We call them technical EOS in the form of gains from indivisibility. Indivisibilities. So if you invest in your satellites, it's a $1 billion thing, right? But to serve one additional customer, the cost is very, very low. Or if I'm PUB, I build the system of pipes to supply every block. If I need to supply one more household within the block, it costs me almost nothing. So how do you tell from this diagram there's a lot of EOS? Which curve illustrates a lot of EOS? LRAC. In fact, it is continuously sloping, so much so you can't even see what? A very large MES. You cannot even see the point where it stops falling. Okay? So how come both diagrams are okay? Some people say, well, Singtel, M1, StarHub, they're not actually monopolies. So they choose version 1. But you can also say they are natural monopolies in the sense they are very high setup costs. Okay? And you have a lot of internal EOS. We don't have the term natural oligopoly, we don't have. But natural monopoly is usually used for utilities. And I think Singtel and StarHub straddle the border between natural monopoly and oligopoly. So both diagrams are okay. All right. Of course, in my notes, I will have the policy pros and cons, right? For every chapter where policies are concerned, policy pros and cons. Yeah, maybe you're going to report the set of notes, right? Policy pros and cons. Very good. And can I just tell you what's the main pro? The main advantage. It restores AE because P equates MC. This is the strongest takeaway. Okay, the pro is the restoration of AE. At the same time, you can identify on the diagram. Is anyone not sure how to check consumer surplus? Just tell me, okay? Okay, I'll illustrate how to find the change in consumer surplus. Okay, consumer surplus is always the area below demand, above equilibrium price. So consumer surplus was B, no, A, B, P naught. Then it became A, C, P, and C. A, B, P naught, A, C, P, and C.